I will never concede to myself is to give up. You cannot give up mentally. You cannot give up. To be a professional is not only to, I don't know, play in a first division and post something in Instagram or no, that's not. To be a professional is to be a professional in every single training and to give the best. And same in the field, especially in the field, in the games, and you have a responsibility because you're a foreigner, you are coming from other country that is supposed to be better football wise comparing with Hong Kong. So you're there and you are a mirror. Your people is following you, so you cannot miss. You cannot. Of course, you can have a bad game, but they cannot. The attitude is so important and is vital for me. And you cannot give up. And I think all the Spanish players, as you mentioned before, that we play for dreams. My year, we will have that mentality that always have to be there if you want to be professional.
Welcome to the root of Hong Kong football.
Well, I think we have a really good team, as you said, very young team with no experience. Nobody. I remember when I signed, everybody expected to dreams to be the last on the table, on the bottom of the table. Nobody give us some credit, to be honest, because or most of our players were without experience. All the foreigners we didn't have experience in Hong Kong before, only Pablo. So not really. So at the end, we start to play. I remember to win the first game, and we played really good against Yuan Long. Um, and then we got some good results, and I think we were the like the what you say like the underdogs. Nobody's about us. I think we quite well, and the young players did amazing. Some of them they were called for national team under 21, under 23. Some of the players they signed in other teams like G. So all the credit for the coach. I think he trusts a lot in the youngsters with the core of Spanish players, and I think he had a lot of success, and it was a good year for us.
Okay, so now in Hong Kong we have some teams with a lot of young players as well, but without much foreigners, and they are losing like 10 goals, 7 goals every game. How? What do you think the importance of foreigners guiding the young players in the team at that moment?
I think it's crucial. I think it's so important. I experienced the same in Canada. Most of the players are very young in when I play. Um, Even the coaches or the players. Even now, when I left after 3 years, they told me like, "Wow, you taught me a lot. I learned a lot from you. You were a mirror like for me." So I think it's really necessary to have foreigners and foreigners with experience. All players that nowadays it looks like everybody wants player under 25, even if there are foreigners under 21, under 20. Every year the teams want younger players, and I don't get the point because you can see in the top in the elite Benzema, Modric, Kroos, all the players that are above 30 years old and they are performing really good. Lewandowski, all of them. So I don't get it the obsession now with some clubs or some countries we sign only young players. Because if I'm Hong Kongese or I have a team or I'm a coach, what I want is experienced players with a lot of experience abroad, foreigners, because these are the players who are gonna teach the youngsters, the Hong Kong youngsters. And at the end, if a Spanish player comes and he's 21 years old, still is a youngster too. Even if he's Spanish, he doesn't have the experience like a 34, 32 years old, 30 of a Spanish player who play in other countries or he playing in Spain all his career and he has more experience and more things, knowledge to share and to give to the Hong Kongese players who I think is what they need. So I think in my opinion, it's a mistake not to have foreigners and not to have all or more mature players in the league. I think if there is something that in my case I will never concede to myself is to give up. You cannot give up mentally. You cannot give up. To be a professional is not only to, I don't know, play in a first division and post something in Instagram or no, no, that's not. To be a professional is to be a professional in every single training and to give the best. And same in the field, especially in the field, in the games, and you have a responsibility because you're a foreigner, you are coming from other country that is supposed to be better football wise comparing with Hong Kong. So you're there and you are a mirror. Your people is following you, so uh, you cannot miss. You cannot. Of course, you can have a bad game, but they cannot. The attitude is so important and is vital for me. And you cannot give up. And I think all the Spanish players, as you mentioned before, that we play for dreams, my year, we will have that mentality that always have to be there if you want to be professional. That mentality of never giving up, always giving your best, always believe, and always have play with heart. That, in my opinion, is the key. The attitude is everything. Well, that I have to say that sometimes create me problems. When here in Gibraltar or in Hong Kong, sometimes with the youngsters because I'm very passionate when I play. In every single, I don't mind if it's a training. I want to win. I want to win. I want to compete. I want to get better. Um, I don't stand me as a player if somebody just don't have the right attitude in training or in games, but also in trainings, and especially if you are young, you have the talent. I always say to them, you are young. You can play national team of Hong Kong. I will give everything I have in my life to play for a national team. I think it's the most beautiful thing can happen in the sport, and you can do it in Hong Kong. Is you can do it if you play good in Hong Kong, And some of the players have to say maybe the yesterday they were more um, obsessed with. Okay, I get sponsored by Puma. I get from Nike. I get sponsored by Adidas. That for the real game. What really matters is the game. What is the game and what is inside training. And sometimes when I saw some of the youngsters with a lot of talent in my team, but they didn't give the best in training, I got mad because I said, "Wow, man, you try your best because if you try it and you have the right mentality, you're gonna play national team." And some of the players that I get mad with, at the end, they prove me right that some of them they quit with 24, 26 years old and they never play football again. And it's sad for me because they were talent and there is talent in Hong Kong, but they have to have the right mentality. And some of them still they need to know what is to be a professional. Um, as you said before, I think the foreign players with experience they can teach them and the coaches as well, the foreigners coaches, to bring that on the table.